Poetic People's Power movement. And they say truth is stranger than fiction. Because only in the real world can you have an event planned months in advance and then be preceded by the death of one of the inspirations for that event, right? You can't plan something like that. And I'm not one of those people that believe in a moment of silence for the daily departed. No, that ain't cool. I believe if you really were moved and touched and inspired, you need to make the joyous sound and reach the heavens so their spirit can latch on and keep on moving. Mr. Gil Scott-Heron, who is one of the inspirations, his poem for tonight, the revolution will be. So on the count of three, let's make some noise. 1, 2, 3.
I want to welcome you all to Poetic People Power's 9th annual show. Thank you. I am Tara Bracco. I am the founder and producer, and I founded Poetic People Power in 2003 because I wanted to combine poetry and activism. To date, the project has produced 9 shows. We've worked with over 20 poets, and I've commissioned 60 new poems on social and political issues. Past shows have been on topics such as consumerism, United Healthcare, the universal healthcare, and the global water crisis. And what we do here is we present a new topic each year. So this is really about us investigating a new social and political issue as a group of artists. The show this year, as you know, focuses on protest and revolution. The next poet that we're going to bring up is Justin Wu, and Justin's work really speaks to these real costs of protest and revolution. You know, people lose their lives, people are injured. These processes are not perfect, but they are necessary. And he is going to do a poem about Netta, who died in the Iran protest. Justin is a poet, theater artist, and DJ. He's performed at universities and theaters in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and DC, including the 2007 New York City Fringe Festival and the Tony Award-winning Crossroads Theatre. He's collaborated on several multidisciplinary spoken word shows, and he's worked on the Spoken Word Almanac Project, and he is also a 2011 Jersey City Slam Team member. Please welcome Justin.
In June of 2009, President Ahmadinejad stole a democratic election. The ensuing protests were ferocious, but the clampdown was even worse. Netta Sultan was shot in the throat for the crime of watching a protest. Her death was video recorded and uploaded to YouTube and seen by billions of people. This poem is for her. For the people in the Middle East today who are still struggling to be free. Places like Yemen, Syria, and Egypt. Countries that are ostensibly our allies, but ruthlessly oppress their people. What can be said? What poems written, songs arranged? Sorry, let me start that again. What can be said? What poems written, songs sung, words arranged that will reach you beyond death's black curtain? I want to tell you. Your country is a green flame today, Netta, and I can see its emerald corona on the horizon, beyond skyscrapers, oceans, continents, but not beyond vigilance or remembrance. Because somewhere a young man climbs onto a roof and screams, Allahu Akbar, into the obsidian night. He is ablaze and he makes your killers afraid. Allahu Akbar, the answering voice cries like a match strike igniting phosphorus with a kiss of oxygen. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. This chorus of voices reaches an old woman who voted for Mir Mousavi, and it stills her trembling heart. And I want to believe that this is her voice now, Netta. and it will be heard. Every time votes are counted in secret, or a gay teenager hangs in Tehran, every time a woman unwraps her hijab in Mashhad or slips it on in New Jersey, beyond death's black curtain, you are singing to an audience 6 billion strong. Allahu Akbar. I don't know if God is truly great, but hold him in your soft hands. Never knew gun nor grenade. Speak to him with a voice that never pronounced IED or jihad, and tell him that somewhere the Basiji are revving their motorbikes and reloading their rifles. Tell him that boys are throwing stones and lighting Molotov cocktails, hoping to find their way to freedom. Tell him how bullets burn. Tell him how blood tastes. Tell him that somewhere. Tell him that somewhere women are simply longing to sing.
This music stand is killing me.
Did my generation give anything at all? I could scream into this banshee wind, but theories and tirades equally exhaustive will not settle this storm. We're still dope sick on the euphoria of patriotism, still ground zero shell shock, still afraid of flying. So our feet stay rooted heavier than hope. I don't know anything. I don't have any answers for you. All I know is that things cannot stay the way they are, and I am sick of nursing this New York silence, passing homeless folks begging for change. In that way, we are the same, and I don't know why. We could scream for a cab, yell at our coworkers, fight with our spouses, but we can't raise our voices for human dignity. I'm tired of writing poems, hoping this change explodes from words, because the other day, Bangladeshi women leapt from windows to escape factory fires like jet black angels crashing out of a gunmetal sky. They didn't have time to wait for us. I don't have a clue how much death it will take to catalyze us. What accelerant will spread the blaze? Don't ask me what shape this revolution will take, what language it will speak, or what flags it will wave in indelible photographs. I don't know what the slogans will sound like, only that we'll tire of hearing them before the day is over. I do know that the NYPD gang raped my father's friend and shut her up. And we can tell ourselves that that was the 70s and this is now. But somewhere, at this very moment, a college freshman is trying to reassemble the broken mirror shards of her life while some motherfucker is blaming her for cutting her hands on the pieces. I know we have a long way to go. Whatever we fight for will cost us more than we wanted to give, and there's no comfort in this. No risk-reward ratio that makes sense, no easy path to a forest that we've never seen. But somewhere, a too young woman just worked 2 jobs, 16 hours, and now holds her son against her chest and remembers why she does everything. I believe we're on the cusp of that recollection. That we see our children waiting in phantom memories yet to be recorded, their arms, outstretched eyes, pleading to be lifted. And that if we hold that child close, we'll remember what we must. I don't believe in much, but I do believe in that.